Hello, welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thank you for tuning in. Some of you I know really look forward to my review of pens from China, so we're going to go back. And obviously it's always nice to get a package from Bobby Pen, my favorite seller on eBay. We have a pen and a pouch. It arrives in less than 2 weeks. Nice plain box sleeve, but as we come to this end, we see a giveaway. Yes, it is a PENBBS. Yes, it's a 309 piston fill. And the color is a 54. And it has silver trim and a fine nib. As we slide the box out, we'll notice this magnetic closure box, which is an interesting subtle engraving of PENBBS on the top. Nice red accents. Pretty strong magnetic closure. This is the pen pouch that I got with the pen. Not that I need more of these, but I just was impressed and I wanted to see how this one looked. Because sometimes Bobby will include these with the pen. You'll notice on the auction it'll say with pouch, but I decided to see what one would be like that you bought extra that wasn't given with the pen, and I'm impressed. Very well made, very soft. Nice to protect the pen, but let's look at the pen. Very well protected in this box. This is again a very nice functional box with a little elastic band there to keep the pen in place, and we got to pull the pen out of the other protective coating and we see one of those phenomenal acrylics that I enjoy. We've seen this in green, Moonman Mini Wankai. So here it is in white, and it's a piston filler. So when I saw this, I just said, I gotta have it. And I'm quite pleased that I did. You know, this is really just an eye candy video for this time being. I mean, PENBBSs are just incredibly consistent, extremely well made. Quality control is excellent, something that may not be as common with Chinese pens as one may hope. But certainly for the price, I think the quality control is more than what one would expect. Paying more money doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a pen without any defects or problems. But just the beauty of this pen is enough to get me excited. Hopefully this little twirly by is exciting you. They just machine the acrylic so nicely. And this is a beautiful acrylic. All the clear parts are very, very clear. I have no idea how they make this. One of the mysteries of life. But I'm really glad that they do. I'm really glad that they got some of this acrylic and machined it into this beautiful pen. As with all PENBBSs, the cap unscrews. Usually just a little less than 2 turns. It's a little bit more than 2 turns. The section's made out of the same material as the rest of the pen, as I very much enjoy. It has the very common fine PENBBS nib with that little upturn at the end. These all write consistently well, excellent feeds. This screws in and out. Sometimes you can pull the nib and section out if you want to swap nibs. Number 6s work well in these pens. This is a standard piston filler, unlike some of the other Chinese pens that have done some advanced improvements, I think, in the way the piston filler works. So you turn this counterclockwise or lefty-loosey to push the piston down. Takes a few turns to get it to the end, and it stops. If you keep turning, this whole thing comes out, and you can easily pull it apart you know, clean it, silicone grease it or whatever. It's very easy to put it back together again. It's not something you have to worry about aligning like you do with a lot of your Pelicans, and it comes back up. So hopefully the light and everything else is really allowing the beauty of this acrylic to come through. So as I mentioned in some of my other PENBBS videos, is you never know what colors are going to show up. You don't know how long they'll show up for. If you see something that strikes your fancy and the price is something that you can afford, I definitely recommend you go for it. All the models are extremely well made. All of them have the same nibs on them, so you don't have to worry about that. And this is just something that's great to add to anybody who loves fountain pens, add to their collection. So you may ask, Chris, how many PENBBS 309s do you have? And I'll answer 4. I did have 5, but I had accidentally ordered 2 of these neon translucent green pens, and Penboy Roy liked it, so I sold it to him. Didn't need 2. This was the first one I got, and it's been inked up and in constant use, traveling around in a journal, and it's survived. It writes well. It's been filled a couple times. So these are dependable daily writers that work well and look well. And here's the green one, which I really do love, this green acrylic. The translucent one speaks for itself. And now I've added this one to it. And I really do like the variety of these 4 pens. We have 2 here with a color scheme that's consistent from barrel to blind cap to cap. And here we have 2 of the, I would call the original design models. This was the first one I got. And this is still an excellent acrylic. I mean, I'm just blown away. I mean, these acrylics are not inexpensive. So there's a pretty good investment in materials. And of course, you know, if you screw up the machining, then you throw it away and you've lost your investment in that stock. So again, great pens. I'd be remiss if I did not compare these 2 acrylics. Obviously the Moonman Wakai has ink in half of it, but I think you can see the similarities of this acrylic design. I have to admit, if I could have gotten the 309 in this kind of greenish swirl design, I would have been happier. But it's not that I'm dissatisfied with this one, it's just that there are heights that I could have reached. So hopefully this comes across as such an amazing acrylic, and for such an affordable pens, I think it's just amazing. And lets us appreciate some of this aesthetic quality with a minimal investment. So we're going to write with the blue one because it's inked up, and I know it's sad, but I'm not going to ink up the other 3 right now. It fits great in the hand. The ergonomics of all the PENBBS models are excellent. You know, good, nice section. You don't feel the threads at all. There's no real step up there, so you can hold it anywhere you want. Nice little flare out, so you know you're getting near the nib. That nice number 6 nib. They all post well, even this piston fill, and it posts on the barrel, not on the blind cap, so you don't have to worry about turning this and squirting ink out. And again, it feels very balanced posted. You can easily write with this posted, and that's what we'll do. You can hear the nib. You get a little bit of feedback, but certainly nothing that's unacceptable or nothing that interferes with the writing experience. I mean, this glides across the paper. I've never had a bad PENBBS nib, and I've had a few of them. It lays down a good patch of ink. Still dries pretty quick on this paper. I should know what ink this is. I'll check it out and give you a text on the screen about it. So overall, we need to do a rating, and this will be a generic rating of the 309s, and I'm going to give it an 8.9. I know I haven't really done the decimal place and gone to tenths. I haven't gone to hundredths yet either, but I really don't have any complaints about this pen at all. It meets all of my criteria. It writes well. You can write fast. So what are you waiting for? So thank you for watching. May you have many great writing experiences. Hopefully, if you have not already, you get the chance to enjoy a PENBBS pen. You got a lot of choices. I'm certain one will appeal to you. So we've reached the end. Enjoy life. Enjoy your day. Until the next video, bye.